Hey, my name is Tom Casca. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm down here living in Myrtle Beach and loving life now. I've had trouble bone on bone knee pain for years. Uh, I had my hip replaced and I got an infection. And they've told me that if I have additional infections to have my knees replaced, I'd probably lose my legs. So I had knee injections. I had the cortisone shots in both of my knees. They originally lasted 3 months. Then it got down to 2 months, and then it got down to maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So the steroid injection isn't, a good thing to have long term, and I can only get it every 3 months. So that wasn't working. I tried the shots that had come from the gel that's from the chicken comb. That lasted a little bit longer, but the insurance didn't cover that, so I was going to be out of pocket on that. Basically, with bone-on-bone pain, it's constant. You can't move in the bed without being in pain. You can't roll over in the chair without being in pain. It's constant pain, and moving helps, but you're in constant pain as you move. I have 5 grandkids. I like to chase them around, and with that, it was impossible, without walking around. Leg braces didn't help. I was forced to be in a scooter in order to go anywhere with them. So it had gotten pretty bad. My quality of life was really down the toilet. What I've done is I've studied up on the stem cell research. I did my due diligence. I went to other doctors down here in Myrtle Beach. My wife and I both retired down here, and basically in our studies, we found out what we needed to know. That although this isn't necessarily going to be covered by the insurance, it's a procedure that has helped a lot of people. And being at my wit's end with it, it was something that we wanted to try, something that we definitely wanted to, give it a go. When all else fails, try something new, and that's the way we felt about it. Working with the staff here, it's very, very. You can walk into a place, any doctor's office, and you get a vibe from the place. As soon as you walk in, you're going to get a vibe where they're not going to greet you at the door or something like that. None of that happens here. From the time we first walked into this office, we were greeted warmly. Everybody in the office greets you warmly. They know you by name after a while, and I'm telling you, the experience here was much better than some of the other places that I've been to. I've gone to places where as soon as you walk in, they don't even look up from the desk, and that was not my feeling here. The staff has all been great. They've been very forthcoming with information when you have a question, and if they don't know the answer, they'll get it for you. Dr. Mike, it all depends on who's running the show, in my opinion. Going to these other places, I sat with these other doctors, and one of them in particular was very hesitant with giving you information. It was almost like he was hiding something from you. And for a person who's going to see a doctor for the first time, I like my doctors to tell me whatever it is. Good news, bad news, I want to hear it, up front. Don't hide anything, don't put the whole, world in a bunch of maybes. Look, not everything works for everybody the same way. I'll be the first one to tell you that. When they replaced my hip, I woke up in the middle of the surgery. That's not supposed to happen, but, I went back to sleep. I could hear the saw, I could hear the hammer, but it didn't stop the surgery. But when they talk about you losing your legs, if you have an infection in your knees, that wasn't an option for me. When I got to meet Dr. Mike, he went over everything. He took x-rays of the bones, and he showed me exactly what's going on with my legs, exactly what's going on with my knees. And we went over the whole procedure, start to finish. He didn't rush it. One guy, he was looking at his watch every time he was talking to me. He was pulled out of the room 3 or 4 times, to go do a treatment on somebody. It's just like, if you don't have time for me. But that wasn't my experience with Dr. Mike. Mike gave me all the time that I needed, answered all our questions. My wife is a nurse, and she was in there asking questions that I wouldn't even have thought of. And it was definitely one of the better experiences that I have here. So I'm over thrilled with what my experience has been so far. If you're out there and you need help, I'm telling you, this so far has been the best thing for me. As soon as I walked out of the office after the shots, I felt immediate relief. Yeah, and not everybody's going to get that, but I'm telling you, for my experience, you know, if one doctor tells you you got grit because you shouldn't be having the pain, and now all of a sudden you're walking without the pain, it opens your eyes to what it could have been, and you wonder what took you so long to get here. So, you know, if you're a friend or family of mine, you know, you can call me, and for $1 or two, I'll tell you the real truth. But other than that, you know, definitely, you know, take the experience. It's worth it.